All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I'm Axle1324.
I'm DeathDealer.
And I'm DoggyDog420.
And thank you so much for tuning in this week, guys. We have a fantastic show for you. Let me know what you think. Can you hear me? Can you hear DeathDealer? Can you hear Doggy? Always sound check with the chat is what I say. But speaking of the chat, let's go ahead and turn over to the chat, guys. Tony Grasso's first in. He says, hey guys, looking forward to a show with no ABK discussions. LOL, have a good show. Hey, thank you so much, Tony Grasso. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. And Fastback comes in. He says, ¿Qué pasa? Hey, Fastback, thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. Let's see. General Spartan joins us as well. He says, just dodged a massive bullet. There were tornadoes north of me. I mean, that's a pretty big bullet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad those missed you.
I'm glad you're fine. I'm glad you still have power and internet to watch the show. Hey, you General Spartan are the real MVP. And I think we're good so far for the chat, guys. Let everybody filter in. But, guys, we have a great show, you know. The Nintendo 3DS and Wii U eShops closed this week. Pour one out for Nintendo. So we decided to kind of keep on the digital topic and talk about some of our favorite digital-only games. So we are going to talk about that. So these games have to be digital-only, no physical release, at least no production physical releases. And we should be good to go on that. All right, are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right, Death. We all have technical difficulties. No big deal.
Sorry about that.
It's all
seems to be doing
good.
it on me again.
You just hit up your bank account guy over there and tell him you need an RTX 4090 to make sure no more freezes happen.
Yep. Top of the line, everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
You don't want this to happen again. So funny. All right, guys. Let's get right into it. DeathDealer, you're going to be up first. What is your first digital-only game that you would like to tell us about?
My first only digital game would have to be Secret Neighbor. I think it's really entertaining, and it's something you can actually play with your kids, so it's a simple enough game. Oh, my minion's running over. She loves it so much.
Oh, there she is, Tiny Giant.
Tiny Giant.
For my opinion, I think it's really good because you get to you have to find certain things and you can unlock levels and you can actually make your own character kind of because you can design them like Plants vs. Zombies. You can design their characters, you know, because you can design them if they want like special things, like if your character is a certain character, like the World Scout girl, you can change her.
You can tell she really enjoys the game.
My character's with the cat with the bat.
We play that game.
Okay, so this is an even more cartoony Secret Neighbor. Is it first person or third person?
Is first person.
Okay, so it's still first person. Okay.
It's first person.
And
that's my character, Brave.
Okay. Is able to escape the neighbor's grip. Oh my gosh. She just knocked someone out.
Yeah, you have to sneak around without getting caught by the adults. You get to play children characters, and you have to sneak around without getting caught by any of the adults. So,
Oh, okay.
There's only one
Alright.
Okay.
adult.
I want you to know I
Yeah,
played this
there's only
game
one
in real
adult.
life in
She's
my
right
own
about
house with
that.
my parents when I was younger. What a fantastic choice. Family game like that. Doggy, have you played Secret Neighbor?
yeah.
I don't believe I played Secret Neighbor. I played, I'm sure this is by the same people that did the Hello Neighbor series, right? Same kind of difference.
Yeah.
Looks like the same. Yeah, looks like the same kind of character. No, I have not played this one.
I think it's the same people.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fun. We played. Me and Will like playing the first not Secret Neighbor, Hello Neighbor, and we were playing Hello Neighbor 2 here recently, not too long ago on Game Pass. But no, I didn't get to check this one out. But I'm sure it's very cool because we enjoyed the other 2 neighbor games that we played. So great choice.
Yeah, what a great choice.
Thank you.
I have a question. What's the difference between Secret Neighbor and what is
Hello?
this one?
Hello Neighbor?
Hello Neighbor, yeah.
You know, I'm not sure because I honestly haven't played Hello Neighbor. I've only played Secret Neighbor.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I have never played any of the Neighbor games, but I know it's a big franchise. It's very popular with the young kids these days. So, hey. And as you know, very popular with the kids because, hey, Tiny Giant vouched for it. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. You two look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like little twins.
Yes, we do. Yeah. I like
right,
to
let's
say
check
I
in with the-
copied her.
You what?
I copied her. I made a
Yeah,
Xerox copy of
Control
me.
C, Control V, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's check out the chat. Kilomilo joins us. Kilomilo, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. You are
Hey,
the
yo.
real MVP. Let's see. Cool. My daughter loved Hello Neighbor. Hey, there you go. Like I said, real popular game with the young children, and we do try to cater this show towards younger audiences. And I always played Secret Neighbor from Jago Kukin. By the way, Jago Kukin, thank you
Jago,
so
what's
much
up, brother?
for joining. You are the real MVP. He says, I always play Secret Neighbor. I keep them at arm's length, so I don't know much about them. Okay.
I feel
I
you,
don't think
man. I
those are
feel
the
you.
kind of neighbors we're talking about. Tony Grasso says that you two are identical. Yeah, they really are. They really are. There's no doubt in anybody's mind that you are her mother.
Yeah.
What a great first choice, and what a great way to start off the show with Secret Neighbor. And you know what? I might have to check it out. I think Secret Neighbor might be the multiplayer version of Hello Neighbor.
I know you can play the Secret Neighbor online, and it is an online game, so that might be the difference between the two, maybe. Is Hello Neighbor an online game?
I don't know. Doggy?
I am not sure on that one. Sound like Tiny Giant said yeah. So.
She said yes. So she's played it apparently. Figures.
Right. All right. Well, there you go. What a fantastic way to start off the show. Great choice, DeathDealer. We appreciate it. Let's move on down to Doggy. Doggy, what is your first choice?
My first choice is going to be a $5 game, or you could get on Game Pass. But it might only be $5, but it was a great game called Vampire Survivors. I remember hearing about this game like when it first came to Game Pass, Larry Herb and everybody, oh, Vampire Survivors is here, and I'm like, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? But man, you start playing it, it's got these simple controls, you just move around, really. You move around, don't get hit, right? And then you start picking up these little, as you kill the enemies that slowly start coming around, you get these blue gems that make this sound like a casino. It's just intoxicating hearing that, just in its own right. Yeah, and you use those blue orbs to level up, and then you just you get to the next stage by getting to certain. The first stage, what's the first stage? You got to get to level 20 or something like that. It's pretty simple, but then you start getting to some of these other ones, and you have to get to level 80 before you get to 30 minutes. Because then the Grim Reaper comes out and kills you. I can't figure out how to kill that Grim Reaper guy. I don't even know if If
I've
it's
done it
possible.
once.
Okay.
I think it was
I'm
a
not
glitch.
enough of a veteran to have figured that out. All I know is this game hooks you in. The loot chests are cool. I like, you'll play the game and you get some gold and you can go out to the main screen and up your main stats. And then you're like, okay, I'm just going to do one more run. You know what I'm saying? You'll play that run. You're like, oh, I can do better, man. I can do better. So you go through the thing again and then you just keep playing. You can't stop. And I saw something on what it was called, where you combine two things together.
Yeah, you get to the weapon and the item.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
addictive too. Trying to combine. I can't remember what those were called.
I don't remember what it was called, but
I
if
can't
you
remember
get
that
the right
either.
ones, they turn your weapons into a super weapon.
Super weapons. Yeah, we'll just call it that. Yeah, you had to find. You could look on a little list and it told you which ones you had to get and stuff. Yeah, tons of achievements to get. The DLCs are fun. Looks like I think they're coming out with another DLC in a couple weeks. I'll be
Yep,
picking
it just got
it up.
announced today, I think.
Yeah, and I mean they're cheap DLCs. I think the last one I bought was like $2 or something like that. I mean, the game's
$2,
$5. So, no, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Man, this game was just so addictive. It's simple, but it's so fun. You could play it for hours on end. It didn't really look like something at first when I was playing. I was like, what's the big deal? But it didn't take me long to get hooked in on this bad boy. So, congrats to the one man who made this game because he did a fantastic job.
Absolutely. Great choice, Doggy. DeathDealer, did you play Vampire Survivors?
Not this one, but I've played something extremely similar, I believe. It was actually a wizard instead of a vampire. But it is a fun game. It reminds me of the 90s games.
Yeah, that
A
pixel
lot
art.
of it. Yeah. And the simplicity of it reminds me of them too. But yeah, I haven't played this one. I played one with a wizard where he's on a mission to rescue his teacher or something, but I haven't played this one per se.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I also did play Vampire Survivors because I saw that it came to Game Pass. So this game launched a long time ago, and then finally came to Game Pass or to the consoles.
Yeah.
And of course, it released with Game Pass day one when it came from the PC to the consoles. And I wanted to check it out, and I didn't see what the big deal was about. But as Doggy said, it didn't take long to get addicted, to start getting some of those combos. And I usually don't like roguelike games because they're based too much on RNG. But this one lets you kind of control the RNG a bit. So I really do like that because you have choices. And I got addicted quick. Next thing I know, I'm almost 100 hours in. On the Xbox version, that's not counting the maybe 60 hours I'm on in the mobile version because it also came to cell phones. They ported this bad boy to native on the Android app or on your Android phone. And so, yeah, I played this game a lot. And it is addicting. It is simple. What makes Vampire Survivors so great is the only reason you need a button is to select your weapon or item. But to play the game, everything is on auto fire. All you do is move around. And I think that that gameplay loop, that simplicity, that the fact that the RNG mechanic is actually fun, that combo mechanic is fun, the exploration is fun. It's just the more you play, the more you discover about it, even because you do it by accident, and then you got to go back to other levels to see if you can do it again.
Yeah.
And again. And it's just one of those things like one more run.
One more run.
And the runs aren't long. I think at most they're like maybe 30, 40 minutes long. And so it's not like you're going to be wasting a lot of time. This isn't no 2-hour game, guys, but it will definitely suck up hours and hours and hours of your time. Great choice, Dog. And by the way, this won the best game at the BAFTAs just yesterday.
Oh, did it?
Nice.
Yeah, it's basically the game of the year for the BAFTAs.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Beat
Yeah.
out Elden Ring.
Oh, wow.
So
that's
congratulations to Vampire Survivors.
that's crazy. Yes,
Doggy,
congratulations.
starting out strong with the game of the year.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Well, we got him. Tony Grasso says, I think my first all digital games were Castle Crashers or Braid. Man, great games. I remember Braid with that time mechanic. It's a good puzzler. Difficult at times, but a good puzzler. And then Jago Coogan says, I never tried Vampire Survivors, didn't want to get hooked. Already got plenty to play. You will get hooked.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
Yes, you will get hooked.
Yep,
And
DLC coming
Fastback
soon.
NLG says there's a DLC coming soon. Yeah, it's called
Yeah, I can't remember.
Tides of the Foscari? Tides of the
Something like
Foscari?
that. Yeah. Yep. 21 new achievements. That's another thing. Great thing about it. A ton of achievements too. Just tons
man.
of achievements.
I
love
thought I
that
could
about it.
100. I thought I could 100% Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
And look at it, and I'm like, I'm gonna spend 200 hours playing this.
Yeah, I learned pretty quick that I wasn't going to get all those, but it's cool because you get achievements for a lot of the stuff you do. So I always like that. It's an added bonus.
Yeah. So great choice, Doggy. Wow. Fantastic choice from Doggy Dog, as always. And hey, guys, be sure to let us know what your favorite digital games are, just like Tony Grosso did right here. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say, what you guys pick. So, yeah. And also, be sure to share this out, guys, on social media. Tell a buddy, tell a friend, text them. It really does help. Hit that like button, as it does help our discoverability on the YouTube app. Remember, guys, one like helps us defeat the YouTube demons.
That's right.
All right. I don't know why I still have this in here. I'm going to remove that. Okay. So my first digital game is a game I've actually talked about quite a bit, but back in the Xbox Live Arcade games, it's one of the 2 games I bought because I was so intrigued by it. And that game is now ported to everything, but at the time it was physical only. Did it get a physical release? It did, through limited run games, so that doesn't count. That's not a production run.
No. Okay.
Yeah. So, but that game is none other than Fez, the Xbox 360 arcade classic Fez puzzler. I love Fez. I love the charm. I love the 3D puzzle of it. I love the fact that you had to basically decipher, like play this game with a notebook, because you had to decipher the language. I love everything about it. It was cute. It was adorable. The fact that you got to play it twice. Once in this perspective, and if you beat it with enough cubes, you got to collect these cubes. If you beat it with enough cubes collected, you could enter first-person mode Fez and do it all over again, but in first person this time. And it actually unlocked even more cubes. So it was, you have to 100% this game. You got to play it in both third-person and first-person mode, and decipher the Rosetta Stone, and the Morse code blinking sky lights, and find hidden platforms, and the list goes on and on and on. I love Fez so much. It's such an endearing game to me. It's probably my favorite puzzle game of all time, and I'm so glad that I got to play this on the Xbox 360. Let me know if you guys have played this game on the Xbox 360, guys, or on the Nintendo Switch, as it has come over to the Nintendo Switch. DeathDealer, have you ever played Fez?
I did actually ages ago. It was a really cute game. I believe it came out around the same time Little Big Planet came out, didn't it?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't
just
remember.
I saw it on sale and I checked it out.
But yeah, it was a series of adorable game time, I guess you could say. They came out with a ton of adorable looking games around that time. And yeah, that was one of the ones I did play. It was fun. It killed a lot of time. It was simplistic as far as it wasn't something you had to really work hard and pay much attention to in order to understand what was going on. So that's always good in my opinion. I don't want to have to pay too much attention to what I'm doing.
What's funny is I had to restart this game because I missed the Rosetta Stone guy, and he only says it once in the game. So if you missed it, you're screwed. So
Yeah.
and he says it at the very beginning of the game. Of course, I missed it. But I went back and played it, restarted it, and yeah, wouldn't trade it for the world, man. This game is amazing. Doggy, Fez, have you tried it? I know I've talked about it many times. Have you downloaded it? Have you done yourself a favor?
I have still not done myself that favor. I'm still missing out. Game looks cool, but I'm just not listening to you, man. I need to do this.
It is a much slower game. It is a puzzler, by the way. So
Oh, it looks
if you don't
cool.
like puzzle
It looks
games,
cool.
you won't like Fez, but man, I loved it. It's my favorite puzzle game. But it's Sudoku. All right. Let's check in with the chat real quick. HTK joins us. HTK, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. You are the real MVP. Shout out to HTK. And with all of that being said, Dougie, guess what time it is?
It's intermission time with Princess Zelda or DeathDealer.
No Princess Zelda, so guess who it is?
Hi.
DeathDealer.
Yay. Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Since we're doing all digital, no physical today, we're going to be playing a little game of which would you rather download? So, your first choices are, would you rather download Nickelback music or Duke Nukem Forever? Doggy, your answer?
Dougie, yeah, what would you rather download? The chat wants to know.
I mean, just put simply, I'd rather download a virus, pictures of poop, venereal disease. I'm then Nickelback music. So I'm gonna have to pick whatever the other one was. It disappeared, but whatever the other one was, the game, Duke Nukem, which was a turd in its own right. But we'll pick that for sure.
All right, dude. Duke Nukem Forever for Dougie. What do you think about that, DeathDealer?
I'm dying. That was hilarious.
I love Dougie Dancer. He's always so funny.
Oh, that was great.
Me. So Duke Nukem Forever got a 54 meta, so it is definitely trash. Definitely trash. But I gotta tell you, I grew up in the 90s when Nickelback music was actually forced on me. Nickelback forced their suckage on me via the radio station. There was no iPods back then. If I wanted to listen to the next song, I had to suffer through Nickelback. They're like, look at this photograph. Sometimes it makes me laugh. You know what? Listen to this song, it makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
So I am gonna go with Duke Nukem Forever. Give me the Duke. Give me his tired '90s cliches. Give me the aliens with the breast sticking out. Give me all of that. I would rather do that than listen to Nickelback one more time. That's all I have to say to that one. DeathDealer, what would you rather download? Nickelback or Duke Nukem?
I'm gonna go the exact opposite from you guys. I would rather listen to Nickelback than have to look at Duke Nukem Forever. That's just my opinion. I'm sure everyone wants to hate Nickelback, but I'd rather listen to Nickelback because I can always turn it down or skip to the next song or, anything besides Duke Nukem Forever would be better, in my opinion. That's just me.
All right, there you go. Oh, all right. Let's end the poll there. That's enough time for the chat right there. While I get set up for the next one. But Jacob Kukin says, or download Duke Nukem Forever with a Nickelback only soundtrack option is missing. This is not North Korea, Jacob. I am not going to put people through torture, North Korean style.
That's the best answer yet, though. That's amazing. That's
All
too
right.
good.
Doggy, how did the chat vote?
Oh, well, we got the chat here. Duke Nukem Forever takes it at 66%, which is, I can't believe anybody would have voted for Nickelback, but there you go. The majority still went the right.
I have to go against the grain. What can I say?
There you go. Okay, hold on. I'm almost done getting ready here. It's so funny because in the 90s I thought Nickelback was pretty okay. I was never like a super fan, but as I got older, I'm like, wow, this sucks. All right, and we got the next question loaded up. Hold on, let me send it to you. And
okay. All right. Which would you rather download? Cluo cartoons or Alien Isolation? Both choices are absolute terrible in my opinion.
Oh, there you go.
Horrid choices.
Shout out to Split Difference. Hello, Splendiferous.
Splendiferous.
Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. Thank you for joining us. All right, Doggy, you're up first. What would you rather download?
Okay, what's our
I can't even pronounce that. How do you say that?
Kahlua? Kahlua is that?
Cluo.
Kahlua. Okay, Kahlua, not Kahlua. Okay, I was gonna go with Kahlua cartoons because that sounded like like an adult, kind of cartoon. But and then Alien Isolation. I've never played that. I've heard it's complete junk. But man, not knowing about either. But I'm gonna go with the Alien Isolation and put up with that torture just because it's a game. I'll try. I'll give it a whirl. Even though I'm sure it's just junk, like I've heard.
All right, there you go. Great choice from Doggy. Sorry about that. I couldn't hear myself there for a minute. All right, me personally, I've never seen a Kahlua.
Right.
Cluo.
Kyle cartoon.
Worcestershire.
Kahlua cartoon in my life. But I do recognize the character. I just never seen it because I'm an adult. But Alien Isolation, I purchased that. Not only did I download it, I bought it physically. Aliens is one of my favorite sci-fi franchise. Yes, I know I'm the space sci-fi guy. So Alien Isolation, you play as Amanda Ripley. What was her name in the main movie? I'm here a super fan. I can't even remember her name. Chat, help me out. The main character in Alien.
Ripley?
Ripley was her name, but what was her first
Sigourney
name?
Reaver.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sigourney.
no, I know who the
Sigourney
actress
Weaver.
is. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Princess Zelda, I do love space. Shout out to Princess Zelda. Princess Zelda, you are the real MVP. Let us know if you want to jump in. I will let you in.
I love space.
Yes. I love space. Anyways.
Ellen.
Ripley. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Ellen Ripley. So you play as Amanda Ripley, her daughter. And it brings back the horror of the original Alien movie. It is so great. Such a great game. I really enjoyed Alien Isolation, but that's just me. What about you, DeathDealer?
Oh God. Well, I'm gonna have to say, as someone who has had to watch the horror cartoons and actually banned them from my house, they are forbidden anything to do with that bald little guy. I would go with Alien Isolation, and I actually found the game highly disappointing. I'm sorry.
Boo,
But I
this
was not a
woman,
fan.
boo.
My husband was so excited to buy it for me too, because he found out it came out before I did. So he surprised me with it, and he set it up for me and was so excited for me to play it. And about 20 minutes into it, I was just dropping bad words left and right playing because it was not for me. I'm sorry.
Huh.
Oh no!
Oh no, yeah,
right.
that's completely understandable. I've seen another game like that here and there that kind of made people mad and want to play no more. Yeah, so it's all
That's
good.
right. Hey, we all have our favorites.
Yeah, the Alien game. It seems like a lot of people actually like this, so
Yeah.
I'm glad I choose that one. I mean, it has a good subject matter, so I mean, it's gotta have a little fun to it, right?
There you go. So, Doggy, what digital product would people download?
Oh, it looks like we went with 83% Alien Isolation.
All right.
So that's understandable.
There you go. All right, everybody.
It's a game.
Great choice from the chat. And of course, Princess Zelda is in the chat, guys. Be sure to tell her hello. Of course, Princess Zelda, the our other panel member. Oh, she has opinions on Kahlua. Kahlua is.
See, any mom who has ever had to watch it, most men have never had to watch it, and you are just way too lucky because almost every woman I know has had to sit through at least one episode, and it is just there's no words to express the hatred you feel after watching it. There really aren't.
That Paul French cartoon. All right, that's going to do it for the intermission, guys. Everybody, thank you so much to the chat for voting. We really appreciate you guys interacting with us. We love it. Hopefully, you guys love hearing our little debates on it as well. But the show must go on, and we are back to digital-only games. This is, again, games that have not had a physical release, at least not a production release, limited run games, 8-bit games, all that stuff is okay. Digital-only, guys. So we are gonna go with it. Oh, look at this! You got 100% agreed from Princess Zelda.
See?
Oh, Splendid Difference is saying it's pronounced Caillou.
Whatever it is, he's that cartoon never should have been made. Whatever the name is, it doesn't matter. It never should have been made. It's horrid.
Crap you or something. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen it. I'm going to consider my eyes lucky. My vision is already bad enough. I don't need it to get worse. All right, moving on though. So we are going to move on with the show. DeathDealer, you are up next to tell us your next favorite game.
I'm going to have to go with High on Life. It's one of the newer games out. It's made by the same guys who did Rick and Morty. It is hilarious, but it is absolutely not for kids to listen to. There is a lot of adult jokes. The gun talks to you. The knife talks to you. Everything talks. And the first thing the knife tells you to do isn't exactly child friendly. So, but it is a really good game.
There you go. Did you finish it?
I haven't yet. I'm trying, but unfortunately, I don't have all the time to play that I would like.
Right. Man, I have all the games I want. I just don't have the time to play them anymore.
Yeah.
All right, let's a great choice here. By the way, chat, let us know what you think of High on Life if you have played it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? All that good stuff. Doggy, you're up on High on Life.
I am.
I'm talking about the video game, Doggy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it's a family show, so we're not going to get into that whole thing here. But yes, I haven't got a chance to dig into this High on Life. It's on the backlog tab section there on the main screen, whatever those are called, the pins, backlog pin. Mm-hmm. So no, I've just, when this came out, I mean, what was I playing? I started playing, like, there's all kinds of stuff. Like, there's Evil West. I started playing, I got a PS5, so I played God of War and the other God of War. So I just never got around to this. This game looks amazing. I can't imagine this not being good. I really haven't heard anybody say much of anything bad about it. And it just looks fantastic just looking at it. And Rick and Morty whole thing in there, it's got to be entertaining as could be. So I've missed out so far, but hopefully I can find time to get around to this sometime here soon. And great pick, by the way. Yes,
thank you.
So High on Life, I love Rick and Morty. First off, I think the show writing is phenomenal. I think the show is great, so I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan. So I do want to play High on Life, but I just, like Doggy, haven't had the time to even get it started. It is in the play later section for me. Right now I am playing through Wolong, and it's one of those hard games that requires a lot of focus and concentration and hours spent on some bosses. So I am still playing through that, but hopefully here soon I'll move it along to something else. So, and I think it might be High on Life because I do want to play this one. It looks great. I've heard nothing but good things about it. A lot of people are saying that it came out with some bugs, but they patched it. So, hey, shout out to me for waiting till they patched it.
I gotta be honest. I think I started playing it right after they released it, and I didn't notice any bugs, but that could have just been me not paying attention at the same time. Who knows?
There you go. All right. Great choice by DeathDealer. Again, you're knocking it out of the park today, DeathDealer. You're doing great. Ooh, see, I knew we picked you for a reason. All right. Let's see. Jago Coogan says, if I got to go with a game I played here recently that's great, it's got to be Hi-Fi Rush. What a great game.
You are certainly
I'm not going to push your other thing there, Jago. But speaking of Hi-Fi Rush, Doggy, what is your second game you want to tell us about?
Okay, I'll move on here to Hi-Fi Rush. We can do that. That's what we're going to go with next, cause Hi-Fi Rush is just amazing. If you haven't played Hi-Fi Rush, go download this game. You're doing yourself a disservice. This is one of my favorite games of the year. You play as the lovable Chai, who yeah, it's like a surgical mishap, and he ends up getting like an iPod put in his chest, right? So he can feel the beat of the music, right? And so he's known as the defect, and he is the target of the evil Vandalay Industries, right? And okay. Trying to think what all I just loved about it. The story of this game is great. The level design is great. I loved how you could kind of go off the beaten path, but if you did, there was always like arrows that like lead you back where to go. So it's there's nothing wrong with
safe
nice
exploration.
Linear. Yeah, safe exploration. It's still linear. You're not going to get lost, man. I just love that about it. I love the cell shaded graphics. You just look like a cartoon. Like I said before, Willow came in and asked me if I was watching a cartoon. I love how everything in the environment moves to the songs. The great soundtrack, by the way, the humor.
Yeah.
The humor. Oh my God. Like, okay, this has to be probably the funniest game that I played ever. I mean, I'd like to give examples, but if you haven't played it, just play. I'm telling you, you're gonna laugh. When I was playing near the end, this stuff was so funny. Like, okay, one of them was this idea that he had to shoot himself out of a cannon, and he shot himself out of the cannon. You'll just have to see it. That was just hilarious where he landed, how it went. Just some of the funniest moments. The Devil May Cry style combat.
Oh yeah, up in the air.
Just a hack and slash and everything, but you're rewarded by going with the rhythm of the music. You know, you get more damage. The cast, the voice acting, I don't want to miss that. The voice acting was incredible. The cast, not only Chai, I loved him, man, he was great, but Peppermint, I have a crush on you. She always took the, if she was in like the cutscene, she was the main focus, man. And the story is kind of about her, kind of in a way. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, but anyway, 808, the little cat. That should be the mascot of Xbox. I love 808. You just couldn't help but love 808. And Macaron, Cinnamon, all your people helping you. What a great crew, and you could call on them during combat to do special stuff. But I tell you, man, those last few levels, if you started this and haven't played, make sure you get in those last few levels. I love them. They're so memorable. The camaraderie and the believing in each other and stuff. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's just I love the end of everything. The music was just so great, all the way to the credits. I loved, like, they had the perfect drug in there. It was perfect where it came from. I could go on and on all night. I don't want to talk too much about it. But play this game. Do yourself a favor and play. It's just like Jago said, man, this is one of the best games of the year, and definitely one of the best digitals you're going to find there. So definitely game of the year. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be like when we do the game of the year kind of thing. It's going to be on my list. It might have came out early in the year, but I'm not going to forget about this, man. I love this game so much. And do yourself a service and download this and play it digitally.
Do yourself a favor. Let's check in with the chat. Great choice, Doggy. Boogeyman joins in. He says, what's up, everybody? Thank you so much, Boogeyman, for joining us. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. Yeah. DeathDealer, have you played Hi-Fi Rush?
No, but I'm regretting it now. It sounds pretty amazing. I'm guessing it has to have an amazing soundtrack if the music is a main part of it. And as my friends and family know, I'm musically motivated. If the music is good, I'll tolerate just about anything. So I'm going to have to play it.
There you go. All right. Definitely check it out. By the way, guys, let us know what you think of Hi-Fi Rush in the chat. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Hi-Fi Rush, when this got shadow dropped on that February, was it a February showcase or late January showcase?
I think it was January. Or late January? Something like that.
Yeah, it was a late January or early February showcase with that developer direct that Xbox had. Man, I downloaded it instantly because I heard it had tracks from real artists, and one of the artists they had on there was 9 Inch Nails. I'm a huge 9 Inch Nail fan. Way better than being some stupid I already forgot their name. Nickelback fan. Way better to be a 9 Inch Nail fan. But Hi-Fi Rush, guys, the way the beat comes in, the way they switch from one track to another, the boss beats. Oh my god, the boss beats. When you're playing a boss and those beats come in,
I forgot that.
you just want to get hyped for it. The bosses, they attack on beat, and they're not necessarily difficult, but they're not easy either. You do have to pay attention. And the combo system, the fact how you can buy the combos you want. The tag team styles that you can do. Oh my gosh, it's just so great. I love everything about Hi-Fi Rush. I haven't finished it yet, but man, I'm gonna have to do myself a favor and finish this game here soon because it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. I'm playing it with headphones because I don't want to miss a beat. Like, I have a really nice sound system, but some things you just got to drown everything else out and put your headphones on, you know? And what's great is it has two soundtracks, right? It has the regular soundtrack, and then it has the so it has the regular soundtrack, but then it has the licensed soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
And guys, I'm telling you, play this thing now because I'm almost 100% sure that licensed soundtrack is not going to be around forever.
Right.
So if you want to hear 9 Inch Nails and all those other soundtracks, you know, that song that Doggy said that he really enjoyed.
The perfect drug comes in at the perfect time. I mean, it'll make your hair stand. No, it's perfect. Jay will say the same thing. Yeah,
I mean,
the music,
the way it comes in, and the best part about Hi-Fi Rush, guys, no Nickelback again. I can't
there's no Nickelback.
that enough.
All
right, great choice, Doggy. Great choice.
The last 3 levels, I'm telling you. Actually, go finish. Man, those last few levels are just so it's emotional. It just brings it all together. I can't say enough about it, man. Play the rest of that. Do that. Make that your next after your little Wolong thingy, whatever that is. Play this
Wolong
and have a good time with that. You know. So you'll have a good time here instead of too long or
too long
or something. Yeah, whatever it is. You know. So yeah.
Let's check in with the chat because they had a lot to say about Hi-Fi Rush, right?
Right, yeah. I'm sure
let's check in with them. So Jago Coogan comes in. He says the voice acting in Hi-Fi Rush was phenomenal. It was.
Yes, it was.
It's pretty damn good.
Oh man.
This was and is definitely Game of the Year material from Tango. You know, at a time when there were a lot of bad games, Hi-Fi Rush saved February because I don't think anything good came out in February other than Hi-Fi Rush. You know, Hi-Fi Rush saved February, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So Splendifer says it's true. Jago, I love it too. Yeah.
Yago.
That's right. It is.
I think it says
It
Yago.
is. Let's see. Jago Coogan says it's phenomenal game. DeathDealer, play it.
Yeah, you'll definitely love it. I'm telling you. It's good.
Diego Coogan says 9 Inch Nails super fan right here too, Axel. I love them. Yeah, I'm telling you, way better than Nickelback. I'm telling you. Let's see. Boogeyman says it was an accident. He didn't do it on purpose, but it still didn't hurt the wallet any less. Oh, so sorry. So he's talking about his TV situation.
Oh, the TV. Yeah, that sucks, man.
Oh.
Hopefully you got you a better model, and really in the end, everything happens for a reason. You just needed a better TV.
He's lucky I'm not selling his Paw Patrol or Jurassic World collection. Like a parrot, spoken like a parrot. I love it. Jago Cookin says yes, the licensed soundtrack would definitely go away in time. I just feel it, man. I'm telling you.
Yes, enjoy this while you can, because that soundtrack works perfectly with this game.
Jago Cookin says when the perfect drug started playing, it was absolute perfect timing in the game. All of them are. All of them are.
He's right. He is right. Yeah. Jago could have came on here and explained this better than me, man. Good job, Jago.
It's phenomenal. All right, let's move it along, guys, to my next digital-only game. So this game was announced back in the day, and it looked a little hard. And I love me a challenge game. I love me a challenging game. More than anything, I love being challenged. But this game was not that challenging, in my opinion. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't challenging. And that game is none other than Death's Door. I love these little crows. I love the story of Death's Door. It tells you why you got stuck where you are. It tells you why you're the one going around getting souls instead of Death himself or herself. DeathDealer, you lazy bum. I'm just kidding.
I need a vacation sometimes.
There you go. And it was challenging. It was a challenging game, and I loved it. I love the fact that you had to find your other weapons. You didn't earn them. I just love everything about this. I love the fact that when you fell into the well, you got into a super more difficult, kind of like an enemy rush, semi-boss rush level. I love the humor in it. I love the sadness in it. It has something of a bittersweet ending, but overall, this game was fun from beginning to end, and the level design just as you navigated the level, it was just so good because it's like, man, I'm so far away from when I started, and then suddenly you go through a cave that drops a ladder that puts you right back where you started, back into a save point, which is the doors. So the reason it's called Death Doors because that's the doors they use to travel to go collect their souls. And yeah, it is such a fun little game. Not an overly long game. I think I finished this game in less than 10 hours, but definitely worth it. And I got this game before it came to Game Pass, so I paid money for this game, guys. And I finished it and all that stuff by the time it came to Game Pass.
That's right, I did too.
All that stuff. So I was very hyped to play Death's Door. And my favorite weapon was the lightning hammer. Don't at me. It's the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. DeathDealer, did you play Death's Door?
I did for a little bit. I didn't get very far in it. Unfortunately, things get in the way of my game time. But I'm always a sucker for a cute character and a semi-dark story. You mentioned death or anything to do with it, and there's a good possibility I'm okay with it.
There you go. Great insight there from DeathDealer. Doggy, did you play Death's Door?
Oh yeah, brother, man, I love this game. This was like, I remember when we did our Game of the Year show a couple years ago. This was like in my top 5. I can't remember exactly where it finished, but yeah, I absolutely loved this game. It's kind of Zelda-esque kind of feeling to it, if you will, at least to me. I thought the combat was fun, kind of rewarding. Gosh, I don't know what else to say that she didn't say. Yeah, like I said, a little humor to it, a little sadness. The bosses here were cool. Man, I just don't know. It's one of the best indie games I really ever played. This was an indie game, correct?
Yeah, it is an indie game.
Yeah, this is one of the best indie games I played. I just love the music. I'm always a music buff, but man, just the music on this. Like I would be at work and you'd hear this music playing in your head. You just man, I can't wait to go back home and play this. So yeah, just the way it presented itself and everything was just amazing. And like you, I was too excited to play. I didn't know if it's coming to Game Pass or not. I just remember hearing about it. This is great. I bought it. I think it was you were talking about it
before the show started every week.
Right. You were talking about it on Good Morning Xbox on News Show, right?
Yeah.
I was like, man, this sounds cool. And you're like, put a 1 in the chat. Who's gonna buy this? Like, I was like, I put my 1, and I went and bought that bad boy, and I was so glad I did. This game it was so great. I loved it.
Yeah, and it's not easy, but it's not difficult either.
Yeah, exactly.
Find it.
Yeah, there's a challenge, but it wasn't so difficult that I couldn't make it through it. So couldn't be that bad, right? So,
that's right. If Doggy made it, anybody can do it.
Yeah. Do this stuff. All right.
That's right. All right. Let's see. Let's start talking. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Jacob Cookin is not a fan. He says, I started playing Death's Door, and then about 30 minutes later, I showed it the door. Hey, it's not for everybody. Splendifer says that he hated Tunic, but he loved this game very much. Absolutely.
I hated Tunic, man. That game was just...
Yeah, I hated Tunic, too.
That was awful. I was looking forward to that for years. It seemed like it took forever for that to come out. It took me like 2 days to be like, this is crap. Like, at least...
like less than an hour to figure out that Tunic was not my game.
Put it like some English we can understand or something, or even put it like in a real language. I could at least go look it up and translate it. Like, It was so bad. Like, I started playing it and I go pick up this key or something and it's in this stupid writing and stuff. I was like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, did I screw up the settings or something somehow? So I had to go like watch a Macca's guide and make sure that his looked like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no. And it's just, I kind of, the idea of collecting pieces of the instruction book, and that is kind of a novel idea, but that whole thing's not really.
Right.
Who am I kidding? Yeah.
Let's see. Boogeyman says, I need to play Death Door and Hi-Fi Rush. I haven't played either due to other games, but I will in time. You got it.
Oh my God. You have 2 great games right there. Wow.
And DeathDealer Splendiferous has a question for you. Why is Dreadpool getting in your way when you're trying to game?
I swear, he actually isn't the one who gets in the way of it. It's usually responsibilities that do it. He encourages my gaming, actually, because I let him play all the games he wants, so it's only fair.
It is only fair. It is.
But, Doggy, do you know what time it is?
Yeah, Doggy!
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is intermission time with the one and only DeathDealer.
Woo!
And we are still playing Which Would You Rather Download. And this time your choices are, would you rather download diet apps or Bleeding Edge? Doggy, what do you think?
Oh my God.
Caught a mid-drink there.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I would ever download a diet app, okay? Right? I mean, I don't know if I just eat the diet I eat, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't need some app. Tell me who knows. Bleeding Edge, though. Bleeding Edge, I know nobody in this world thinks that game is good, but I thought it was pretty decent, you know? I thought it was okay. Like, I don't really hope they make another one, but I got all the achievements on it and played it for some hours, you know? So I'll give the nod to that. The diet apps.
Go get my
No!
All right, there you go. All right. I guess I'll go next. Would I rather download diet apps or Bleeding Edge? So I did download Bleeding Edge. I played it. It's a hero shooter, very much in the vein of what's that famous one from Blizzard?
Oh, Overwatch thing?
Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't like Overwatch.
And I hate Bleeding Edge. I would rather download a diet app. I would rather download a diet app to my phone and have it on there permanently than play Bleeding Edge again, because I'm just not into those hero shooters. I think they're stupid. You gotta have the right team. So matchmaking is awful. I can't play Bleeding Edge. I'm sorry. No go for me on that one. DeathDealer.
I'm going to have to actually go with Bleeding Edge. I have never been able to diet. It's just not my genetics. Anytime someone tells me I can't eat whatever, it just makes me want it instantly. If you tell me I can't have candy, I'm just going to down like a 10-pound bag of it.
Oh my.
If you tell me I can't have carbs, I insist on 5 bags of chips and mashed potatoes for dinner. I just can't do dieting. I'm sorry.
There you go. Hey, I bet you can't have another kid.
Oh, God, no. Have you seen the size of my monster? She's huge.
She's so great. All right, let's check in with the chat while they're doing this. Jago Kugan says it's Princess DeathDealer.
There you go, yeah. It's a month to use from now on, yeah.
Doc, you want to read this one?
I would rather download Pink Eye for both eyes than either one of those.
Wow.
That must be real serious disdain for both of those things, because Pink Eye is gnarly. I mean, it is very gross.
I've never had that, so thankfully.
Doggy, well, while he might not what he would prefer Pink Eye, what did the chat prefer?
Oh, we prefer the the chat preferred Bleeding Edge. It looks like at the last seconds it was 50-50, so they topped it off with Bleeding Edge 66% because it's such a great game. Everybody just loved it so much, man. Everybody downloaded and played Bleeding Edge, and well, who knows? Maybe they'll be announcing a new one here at the Xbox show here in June.
Yeah, maybe.
The double show that they have going on
here with it. Split Difference says, "Wow, there's a lot of hate coming from Axel." Hey, man, I hate those hero shooters. Hate them. I'm just really playing out. I prefer my regular shooters, my battle royales, my arena shooters. Just give me something except a hero shooter. I will. Do not invite me to a hero shooter game. Doggy knows I will raid.
Yeah, and I remember that Bleeding Edge only had like 3 or 4 levels, so when you were playing it, it just kept repeating the same thing over and over.
Not enough characters, yeah. Jacob Cookin says, I'm on a seafood diet. I see food, I eat it.
Same. I'm on that same diet. Yeah.
I am not on that diet, unfortunately. I'm on a
I wish I could
That's
be
why I
back
would rather
on the
have
diet.
the diet up, because I have to do it anyway. Anyways, here we go. Are we ready for the next question? Here we go.
I think so. I don't know
Yeah,
anymore.
let's ask the next
All
question.
right. Would you rather download bathtub streams or Smite? I'm personally going to have to go with... I would rather download Smite than bathtub streams. It's just me. I don't enjoy watching people in a bathtub. That's just weird.
There you go. All right.
What the hell is a bathtub stream? What is that?
I'm not going to show it on this stream, so don't think. I know
Is
what you're
this
trying to
like
do, doggy.
people? No, I probably don't want to see this. Like, okay, so it's just somebody sitting in the bathtub with like their phone, like looking at them and
usually
soap covering up their little
in this
beanie
Kimberly,
weenie and all that
little
stuff.
Bikini, yep.
Ooh. Ugh. I mean, I gotta say, man, Smite is one big piece of crap. And man, I don't think I ever want to download that. But man, I think in this situation, what are you doing tonight, Titan? Let's play some Smite, man.
Oh, Titan, you heard it here first.
Let's play, man. What's up, Grandmaster Titan?
Grandmaster Titan. That's
Get
right.
going
Number
on
one
some
Poseidon
Smite.
in the world.
As much as I don't want to, as much as I hate myself for it, Smite it is.
All right, so bathtub streams were all the hot trend a few years ago about Twitch not enforcing banning rules and all this stuff. That they have their own little section now in Twitch. And so I was like, what is this? Let me check it out. And it's literally just somebody talking about nothing while they're sitting in a bathtub. It was amongst the most boring, unentertaining things I have ever seen in my life. In my life. And this is on Twitch, okay? Twitch is supposed to be all about video games and stuff, right? They're not playing video games. They're just trying to make money off of what their mama gave them or what they bought from some doctor, right? And just no. I think I'm with you on this one, doggy. I'm gonna have to go with Smite. Hit me up, Titan. I guess me, you, and Doggy can start playing or whatever it is.
Yeah, last time we played some online together, me, you, and Titan, it was a good time. So yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. All right. With that being said, Doggy, how did the chat vote?
Oh, we have 100% for Smite. Nobody wants to see no beanie weenie covered up with a couple inches of suds and could possibly pop out at any time. And who knows? Maybe the guy he fought it, like on Saturday night. What was that? Where he drew in the bathtub? What was that? What was that?
You know what I just pictured? Do you remember in Living Color?
Yes.
There was a character that Jim Carrey played, and it was a
Maybe it was
a very masculine woman.
Yes.
And it just reminded me. I just pictured that streaming for some reason.
There's that.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. He was hilarious, Carrie, with that character that he created.
Titans.
This one right here.
That's the one. That's the one. I can just picture them in a tub streaming while talking about gosh knows what.
There you go. All right, let's check in with the chat real quick.
Yeah, let's
here,
do that.
guys.
This is funny.
Princess Zelda comes in and she says she'd rather download a bathtub stream. Don't tell Titan. Cookie says, yeah, it's just an excuse for pretty girls to sit in water and talk about BS while thirsty boys throw money at them. Hey, money's money. If I was a lady with assets worth flaunting, I would do the same thing. I'm sorry to say, it's not above me. Ty Drago says, "Nice try, scumbags."
Busted. He knew he was talking about him.
Come on, Ty. We need you to carry us. If you're the #1 Poseidon in the world for real.
It's either us play Smite or watch bathtub streams. So we'll be there.
That's right.
Grandmaster
Infinite joins us. Thank you so much,
Infinite!
You are
What's
the real
up?
MVP. We appreciate you. Oh, speaking of MVPs, Titan, you are the real scumbag. No, I'm just kidding. Titan, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Oh my God, that was great. All right, DeathDealer, what will be? That's going to do it for our intermission time for now. What is your third and final digital-only game that you want to talk to us about?
I'm going the most simplistic route I could think of with Goat Simulator.
Goats?
Honestly, I'm not even sure what the point of the game is. I gotta be honest, I really don't know. I know there's things you can do to get points and stuff, but I really don't understand what you're supposed to do with any of it. But it's just fun to kill time. And you don't need any brain cells to continue doing it, so it's nice.
The favorite part about this trailer is that they're doing it like the Dead Island trailer.
You know, I have to say the zombie one is actually my favorite playing that you can do, because you turn everybody into zombies and then you have to fight with the zombies, and it's like I said, I'm not sure what the point is, but it's fun.
Goats.
There you go. Great choice. Doggy, Goat Simulator. The first one.
Oh my God. When we first got this game, Willow was in love with watching me play this. She wasn't quite old enough to really play it herself. Man, she always wanted to watch me play Goat, and she just thought it was so cool. And DeathDealer's right. It takes no brain cells. You just turn this thing on, go wreak some havoc. There's not really no point to it besides, like you said, you get points. You can complete little quests or whatever, but in this actual game, I don't know if there really is like anything. You just finish all the quests. You mentioned these DLCs. Yeah, the goats with a Z on the end. The zombie one was awesome. I love that one. They had one that was a tribute to Payday game. The Space Goat, which we know that we know Axel would love because he loves space. Isn't that right, Princess Zelda? He loves space. And they had another one, MMO Goat, where it was like a multiplayer online. The MMO. It was like an MMO. Anyway, this game was so great. We played this for hours and hours on end. Like I said, you just pick it up, play it, have fun. Will fell asleep, I'd turn it off. Didn't matter where you're at. It's just nonsensical fun. Have fun. We picked up Goat Simulator 3. It was a blast too, but that one, of course, doesn't count because it came out on, it was actually physical. But yeah, I love the series. It's good. Goat Simulator 2. Where'd you go? I don't know where you went. I must have missed that one. But no, this game was great. Great pick. If I checked how many hours I played on this game, I'm sure it's quite a ton. Probably more than any person should play. So, but yeah, definitely love this game now.
Love it. I have never played a single Goat Simulator game. I've seen them played, and I'm like, what is the point of what I'm watching? and I think that's my mistake. I'm trying to find a point to it, and I think there is no point, which is basically like an open, like when you're playing GTA and you don't do any of the missions, you just do stuff.
Right.
I feel that's what Goat Simulator is, and it's very kid-friendly, and it's hilarious. So of course, Goat Simulator 3 being our winner of our tournament, of our trailer royale, if you remember.
Yeah,
We had Doggy a few months ago,
that was so fun.
and
Yep.
that was a shocking win. I did not know Goat Simulator was so popular. I might have to check that out.
Oh, that music! I hear that music too. That original Ghost Simulator. Oh my gosh! Not allowed to go through my head for the rest of the night.
Okay, can you read this one out, DeathDealer?
Space.
Amazing. Great choice, DeathDealer. Goat Simulator. I'm sure you had lots of fun playing this with your daughter. Oh, we might have lost DeathDealer for a minute.
Oh, I'm back. It froze for a second.
Yeah. Jiggle Cookin agrees with me exactly, Axel. I think that was my issue too. I was trying to find the point in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think there was a point. I think you're just supposed to do the little missions, and Ghost Simulator 3 actually has a story and you finish it. But yeah, this one does not. That I know of.
Yeah, I don't
DLC.
even remember actually doing any of the missions in the first one. I only remember doing, like the third one.
Yeah, it would just give you like little things up in the corner and say, go and kill 3 people in 5 minutes, or go wreck 3 cars in 2 minutes, or just that kind of stuff. And
run into the wall 5 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what it do. Just nonsensical stuff. Yeah, I don't think it ever had a point. I think that was the whole point, was just to make a game that's completely nonsense and see how it did. And they succeeded, I would say. And Axel, I cannot hear Axel. He's talking, but I can't hear him.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah, there he is. All right.
Let's see. We should have both Dread and Death on Retro Renegades this Tuesday. Hey, reach out. You never know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you guys should come on. It's a good time. You guys will love it.
Jiggle Cookin, I'm ex-military. I like structure in my games. Those games better dress if they know what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Doggy, what is your third and final game that you want to bless us with today?
All right, guys. Someone has to chat. Little poll, but you don't get any clues. If I'm going to name what's one of my favorite games, one of my favorite series?
Halo?
What am I going to name? Not Halo. Good guess, though.
That was my guess. DeathDealer, what do you guess?
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you think, DeathDealer? For chat. What's my favorite kind of games? What would I what would I rock out with if I was?
I'm gonna guess it's probably either a shooter game or a music game.
All right, music game. You're okay. Yes. All right, she's got it. All right. I'm gonna go with the game from the Xbox 360 and PS3 era. Rock Band Blitz, baby. Rock Band was my jam, always was. And okay, what this game was, if you can see on the screen here, it wasn't like you didn't use your plastic instruments to play, right? And you didn't let the dog bark. You had your controller, right? And it would move. You can move back, and it had all your different tracks, which they called them highways, right? Note highways. So you can move back and forth between your drums, your vocals, your guitar, and your bass. And you were trying to build all these up. If you see over in the corner here, you're trying to build them all up to 4 times, right? And you can move on to the. It's hard to explain, really. But yet, once you get them all to 4, they can move up. But anyway, the great cool thing about this was you got 25 new original songs to play on here, which you could add to your Rock Band 3 collection that I already had way too many songs for, but I could play more. But also, what was cool about this game is you could use all of those hundreds and thousands of dollars that I spent on this game. You could play all those on here. But yeah, this game was just mainly about competition with your friends. If you see over here in the corner, it always has your little friend over here, and you're just trying to beat scores. It's pretty much just a high score game, and you have to strategically move between the different highways of these different notes and build up your score, build up your multiplier, move back and forth. And I know it sounds simple and kind of weird, but when you're playing this is really intense, especially if you're getting into the whole competition part of it. One of the best one of these kind of games I played. I've seen other games like this, but this one definitely did it the best.
There you go. DeathDealer, Rock Band Blitz.
That one I actually haven't gotten around to playing. I played the original Rock Bands on the systems with the instruments, but this one I didn't even know this one was out, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it's an old game too. Yeah.
So I never even heard of this game, and I was really into the music genres. But now that you're describing the fact that you could play your DLC titles on it, so that your hundreds of thousands of dollars were even more useful on another platform, that's pretty cool. Shout out to Harmonix. And it's
No
a controller
one-
only one, so if you ever felt a little lazy, you could just hit it up.
No one tell Dreadpool though, okay? I don't need
Somebody
this game
email him
coming
right now,
back in
direct
my
message
life.
him. Bet you won't, Dreadpool. Bet you won't.
I don't know if this game's still available to download or not, but man, yeah, it's real fun. Yeah, use your shoulder buttons. I've got to say, use your shoulder buttons to move back and forth between all the tracks. Move to whichever one you want. Use your regular buttons, like X and Y or whatever. You can set up whichever one. Move to the next one. Move over the other side, because you gotta be building up all these instruments at once. You can't just focus on one. You need to be building up your multiplier on each. I don't want to say weapon, instrument, which is your weapon, in each one, so that you can progress. See, this guy's got his multiplier up to 19. That's the whole thing. It's once you get into it, you understand the scoring. That's what it is. It's all about. I had a ton of friends that played Rock Band at the time. I played with them on Rock Band 3, but this was cool because you could compete against him. And yeah, I really appreciated this game. Yeah, I don't think it got a ton of love, but it was really good.
There you go. Rock Band Blitz, everybody. Let's check in with the chat. Jingo Coogan took a guess. He said fighting games, doggy.
Oh, yes. Yep, that would be. Yep, that was. I love fighting games. Fighting games. Overall, of all the genres of all time, if that's not my favorite, it'd be kind of up there. I always love fighting games, man. I've just always been addicted to them since the Street Fighter days.
Right? Yeah. Let's see what else. Hey, John. There we go. John 907i. Thank you so much, John 907i. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. And Back from the Dead also joins us. Thank you so much. Back. We appreciate you. You are the real MVP. All right. So my game that I'm going to talk about next is a little gem that I actually bought. And I liked it so much that I convinced all my friends to buy it so we could play it together. And, we have this thing where we call it Friday Night Game Night, which is what I'm going to go partake in here after the podcast with my friends. We get together and play video games every Friday night. It's a tradition since the Xbox 360. And
nice.
But this is one of the games we played, and that is none other than Castle Crashers on the Xbox 360. What a fun little game. What a great game. It's hilarious. The combat was tight. It's a beat 'em up. And if you're an older school gamer, your beat 'em ups are part of your DNA. Funny boss fights. The fact that you got to ride deer and what was propelling them forward was the fact that they were scared, so they were pooping themselves. The fact that after you beat a boss, you had to fight each other for the right to kiss the princess. And so it had that PvP element in it. Different weapons. You got to ride a little. It's like a alligator dinosaur. I don't know what to call it. It's making fun of the little Yoshis. It's great. It's a fun little beat 'em up. It's so good. Now this guy's really good. I got hit a lot. This guy's like perfect. This is how good I wish I could play. But it was so fun. It was still a great game, and it's still available now, guys. You should definitely check out Castle Crashers. You're rescuing the girls and rescuing and trying to get back a power gem. So it's so funny, right? Because the guy took the power gem for himself, the bad guy, and he kidnapped the princesses or your girlfriends as ransom. So you're going to rescue your girlfriends first and then get the gem. It's pretty hilarious. And all you were doing was, rocking out. That's all you were doing. Shout out to them. So yeah, this was. You sure this wasn't on the Super NES? Back, I am 100% sure this wasn't on the NES.
I think it was the NES back.
But it is a fun game. You should definitely play it. I can't recommend it enough. DeathDealer, Castle Crashers.
Never played it, but it looks adorable.
It's so fun. You
And
get
I
to
like
pick-
the little gator fish. That's cute.
Yeah. You can even use the lightsaber in this game. It's so
Oh,
fun.
man.
It has so many
really?
unlockables. It's crazy.
I'm going to have to download this after we get off, I think.
That's right. You should. You should. Doggy, Castle Crashers.
Man, I, like you, was born with the side-scrolling beat 'em ups, the Final Fight style, and all that, Streets of Rage. So I have no clue why I haven't tried this yet. I know you've told me about this before. I put it on my wish list to get. I just never have got it yet. But there isn't any way that I would not enjoy this. I mean, it looks just as fun, if not funner, than any other side-scrolling beat 'em up. You filled my head with visions of sugar plums dancing in my head. You know, this way you talk about it. So, you know, I have to try this at some point in time. Eventually, I'm going to get around to it. I hope. You've definitely made me want to try this. So great choice. I haven't tried it yet. Shame on me.
Shame on you. Yeah, it is such a cute little fun game. I can't recommend it enough, guys. Jago Coogan, the point of the game was to try and save the guys from Nickelback. You said, I think I'll pass. This is the Nickelback hate episode.
Nickelback's going to just, like, end up showing up here one of these days and
Oh
just...
my God, they better not.
I will die laughing.
Hey, DeathDealer, I don't know if you heard this. You know, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody is around to hear it, well, that's a good place for a Nickelback concert.
Wow. Dang, Doggy with the birds.
A little salve for that burn.
Oh my
Nice,
gosh.
looks cozy, feeling nostalgic. Dude, play with your friends. I'm telling you, you guys will have so much fun.
Right,
It gets
nostalgic.
chaotic. Like, the more people that play it, the better. The more bad guys are on the street on it, and it's just so fun. It's so fun. Try and juggle criminy with that joke. Jiggle cooking laughing his butt off. But with all of that being said, Dougie, guess what time it is?
Yeah, it's intermission time with the great DeathDealer.
And of course, we're still doing Which Would You Rather Download? Your choices are this time, would you rather download infomercials or Fallout 76? Doggy,
Go,
what do
Doggy.
you think?
I don't like Fallout games, man. I've never been good at them. I stink at them. The whole crafting thing, I get tired of, just all that going around finding people. I'm not a Fallout fan. So, you know what? Infomercials aren't bad. You know, sometimes you learn stuff about, like, I don't know, like...
Wow.
ShamWow, or the Set It and Forget It, or the Ronco Food Electric Dehydrator, or whatever that was, you know? Like, make dried fruit roll-ups and stuff. Or the knives. Yeah, the knives. And they slice them off that little hole. Oh, I'm going to cut a hammer. And then they drop a tomato on it. And it's all good, you know. And then you buy these things, right? And they're complete crap. They wouldn't cut through the tomato even before cutting through a hammer, okay? All right, so, but that's entertaining nonetheless, and way more entertaining than Fallout 76. So give me the infomercial.
There you go. Infomercial for Doggy.
What do you think, Axel? Which one would you rather?
I grew up I grew up without cable television when I was younger, so I got to see a ton of infomercials. That's all there was on the TV. And then, when we did get TV, my mom was obsessed with the QVC channel.
Right,
so
the
guess what I got to
HSN?
watch? Live infomercials on QVC, all right? I have had my fill of infomercials. You know, I am a Fallout guy. I like Fallout. I think it's a fun game. It's I could do it with a little less crafting, but I think it's a fun little game. I'm not going to say no to Fallout. So we're going to go with that. with that one for right now, we're gonna go with Fallout because I would rather do that than watch infomercials again in my life.
You remember when it wasn't Home Shopping Network HSN, it was Home Shopping Club.
Yep.
Right, and they would like have this ring, and they'd spin the ring around, and they'd start it at $1,200, right? And they're like, all right, what? All right, my producer just said, guys, I can't believe we're doing this. We're gonna go down to $1,100. What? No, folks, get in on this now. $950. I mean, guys, you can't just call in now. Just wait because the lines are full. Tootie is waiting. Remember Tootie? Remember that? Yeah, right.
Oh,
and then they would have this $1,200 ring. Down by the end of the show, this thing was $29.95.
but wait, doggy, there's more.
There's more. Right.
Doggy, you are a national treasure. I just want you to know that, buddy. You're a national treasure. DeathDealer, what would you rather download, infomercials or Fallout 76?
I'm gonna have to go with infomercials, only because it reminds me of my childhood and being up later than the TV channels continued playing actual shows and movies.
That's good.
It just reminds me of the youth. What can I say?
Oh my God,
And they are awfully entertaining. I have to say, they are truly entertaining. You want to hear something really interesting? I've actually been on QVC before.
No way, really?
Oh, Julie,
Yeah.
you call in?
How much did they sell you for?
No. When I was a child, my grandma wanted to go down to the QVC headquarters for a tour, and she dragged all of us grandkids with her. And in the middle of the tour, they were like, "Hey, do you mind if we put the kids on to model this thing real quick?" And of course, my mom and grandma were like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." So we had to stand there for like 10 minutes. Like, when are we done? When can we walk off? While they did the whole, but wait, we're going down more. You can get it now for only 3 easy payments of $29.99.
Oh my God. I cannot count the amount of, like, QVC had the jewelry showcase, and that was my mom's thing, like that 2-hour jewelry showcase. My mom watched that religiously. It was like watching, like, you know how people tune into the Mandalorian or something? My mom was all about that 2-hour split time period for QVC.
The cubic zirconia.
I remember it. I even know what it's called, the jewelry showcase.
Yeah.
And I've never watched it willingly. All right. Let's end the poll right there. Doggy, how did the chat do?
Oh, let's see here. Showing up, we got a tie. We got people. They are interested in what can they get for a bargain at the Home Shopping Club, or how can they find something to craft and be bored and Fallout 76. All right, there we go. It's a tie.
Let's check in with the chat. John 907I says, "I'd rather be shooting something." He's a Fallout 76 guy.
Yep. Okay.
Doggy, go ahead and read this one.
Boom, boom, kaboom!
You got the dog going now. Way to go.
Winners Way Source for Sports. All right, there you go. Thank you so much. Winners Way Source for Sports. That's a tongue twister. All right. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here.
I think that's somebody else's line, though. Is there somebody else in here that uses that line somewhere? I think.
Yeah, I
I've
feel
seen
like
it.
somebody else uses boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Kazboom. Yeah, I said it wrong. Kazboom. Oh, wait, it's Kazboom. See,
That's right.
I messed it up. Sorry.
Give me a Rom Papel Spray hair infomercial any day over Fallout 76. Well, Isano Shadai says, "How's everybody? I'm here. Thank you so much for joining us, Shadai. You are the real MVP." Back from the Dead One comes in. He said, "I already downloaded Fallout 76 when it first came out. Then after getting depressed with no one to interact with, I stopped playing it."
Aww.
Yeah, you know what? Those infomercial people will give you more interaction than Fallout 76.
Oh yeah, they will. Oh yeah.
No, Dougie, here we go. Read this one.
There we go. It's the real deal right here. Noof Nukem says, "Boom, boom, kaboom! Noof Nukem is in the room."
That's right. Duke, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you with your real name this time. You are the real MVP. We appreciate you. God, I so remember that, Doggy. They actually did this too. It's talking about your infomercial.
Oh yeah, so they did that little ring spin, and the thing was $1,200, and by the end of it, you were getting it for 2 payments of $10. You know, like just cut to the
Still
chase.
at $1,100.
Yeah. Thought I was getting it $1,100.
There you go. Let's see. DeathDealer was dealing death in studio live on camera. Whoa!
Right. What year was that anyway? Like, when about was that? The late 80s?
Oh.
It wouldn't have been late 80s, probably early 90s. Something.
It was the mid 90s, I believe.
Doggy?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm supposed to say the mid 2000s. Sorry,
Very sweet, but it's okay. I was born in the 80s at one point. We won't tell everybody when, but
yeah, I put everybody in my own age group, except for Axel. He's a little bit older than me, but other than that,
Am I older than you, Doggy? No,
yeah,
you
sure.
are older than me.
What are you
You're
talking
the
about?
oldest one here, Grandpa.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, son?
Listen here, you whippersnapper. Princess Zelda says she picks bathtub again.
Okay, yeah. If you hang around long enough, we'll have some new bat spirits. That's in the next half hour. You'll never believe the price.
Nukem says this is a fantastic threesome.
Thank you, Doof.
thank you.
Yes, we
It's an awesome person. If Doof says so, then yes, because he's a good he's a good judge of talent for sure.
Oh my God. Oh, who is that peeking their head in? That's a little giant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, little
Giant.
tiny giant. Little giant's a
Yeah.
ladder.
Yeah, tiny giant. Sorry, little giant's a brand.
Oh, she heard her
Tiny
name.
ladder,
Here she
yeah.
comes. She's gonna peek in now. She heard her name. It's like,
There she is. Let's see. It's Timothy says, "What's up, Axel?
What's up,
Doggy,
Timmy?
Nukem, Princess Zelda. Hey, don't forget DeathDealer. It's Timothy Bot. It's Timothy. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. You are the real MVP. All right. With that being said, let's move on to our last and final poll. Take it
Oh, we
away,
got
DeathDealer.
another. All right.
Oh, DeathDealer's frozen. Just take it away with the audio. We'll pretend you're moving. Nope. All right.
The audio's gone too. Oh no.
DeathDealer's gone. I guess
there
I'll
she
take it
is.
over.
there we go.
There it is.
Hi.
Oh my God, Tony!
Sorry, it just lagged for a reason.
I'm just kidding. All right, go ahead.
It wouldn't surprise me. Okay, next round. Would you rather download Paranormal Activity, any of them, or Eden Chronicles Rising? Doggy, which would you rather?
Well, we got Uden Chronicles Rising.
Say it right.
Sorry.
Did I say it wrong? Uden?
No, I did. I think I
Oh.
did.
Paranormal Activity. Man, I don't know nothing about either of these, but I can tell you one thing. Axel has me completely scared to play this Uden Chronicles Worcestershire, however you say it. Right, and Paranormal Activity, that sounds alright. That sounds cool. So, I guess I'll go with that. Sorry, I don't know much about either of those,
It's all right.
Well, you're a lucky one not to know anything about paranormal
I could
activities.
be, And,
Consider
there's-
yourself lucky.
Yeah, Uden Chronicles or whatever. I'm scared to death of that game after Axel. He just I don't know. He'll probably explain here in a second, so I'll let him take it away.
Oh, you're ready for the rage.
Yeah, there you go. You go ahead.
Noof
I'm
Nukem says,
interested.
Iden Chronicles sounds like a bowel disease. You know what, Noof Nukem? You are absolutely correct. Not only does it sound like it plays like a bowel disease, let me tell you something, right? You know how we all love fetch quests in video games, right, DeathDealer? You love fetch quests, right?
Yes.
Doggy, you love fetch quests, right?
I love Fetch Quest. Oh, yeah.
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 Imagine if Fetch
Simple and
Quest
easy.
was a game, and that's all it was Fetch Quest after Fetch Quest after Fetch Quest after Fetch Quest. And not only that, but you have to go fetch all of this stuff in the same Forbidden Forest. Except, oh, now you get to go a little deeper in the Forbidden Forest. oh, there's this wall here. Oh, you don't have access until you get the proper fetch quest. Now you can go fetch quests in this area. Now you get to go fetch quests in that area. Oh, you see those mushrooms? Oh, you can't pick them up yet to have them in your inventory. You know why? Because you haven't gotten the right fetch quest. Iden Chronicles is the biggest waste of life video game I have ever played. It did not deserve the meta it got. It's way worse than that. And when, it makes me sad again because I'm looking forward to Iden Chronicles 100 Heroes. I hope that is 100 times better. But Iden Chronicles Rising is awful. And don't get me wrong, the music is okay, although it makes me sleepy. The dialogue, I stopped listening to it after about 3 hours in because I knew already what it was going to do. It was going to give me a fetch quest and some dumb reason to go do the fetch quest. I don't care what the reason is. I don't want to play fetch quest. And I just...
Rather go fetch a bone, right?
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. It's just... I'm sorry, what was the question again? I got off on this tangent. What was the question again?
Paranormal Activity or E-Chronicles Rising.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity. Give it to me. 100%. All right, DeathDealer, what do you got?
Are you ready for the rage for Paranormal Activities?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Rage it up. Rage.
I can't stand these movies. They are the biggest lazy experience you can have. I feel like it was the laziest way out to tell a movie and to throw money at a screen, I guess I could say. A friend of mine who was actually in the military at the time had come home on leave and was raving about these movies. Begged me to watch them. All I could do was laugh and make fun of him the entire time because it's like, what is so scary about this? Oh no, a door shut. Oh no, something sounds like it fell in the other room. Oh no, really? I can't see what's terrifying or interesting about any of it, and the end's usually the biggest letdown. I can't hate these movies enough, honestly. I really can't. They're just so obnoxious. I rage every time a new one comes out. I'm like, really? They're still throwing money at this nonsense? I would rather watch 50 more Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Terrifier, anything else over and over again.
How about a what is that, a Richard Simmons workout video?
I would rather watch Richard Simmons working out. Yes, absolutely. Any day. I'd rather hang out with Richard Simmons and work out with him. And I don't work out. So
There you go. So you would rather download?
the Chronicles Rising. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I wouldn't have to play it. I just have to have it downloaded. So I'm taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
Right, she found a loophole in the whole system here, right? Yeah.
That's right. All right, let's go ahead and end the poll there. Doggy, how did the chat do?
I think we're just going to go with a 0% on everybody. No, we got 54%. So we got a slight edge for the Paranormal Activity.
All
You guys don't know what you're doing to yourselves. I'm telling you.
Udinian Chronicles. As Noob said, if you can't pronounce it, don't play it. There you go.
So Chigo Kukin says, definitely Paranormal Activity. At least I can pronounce it.
Yes, there you go. We got another one. There you go. Worcestershire sauce. How do you guys say Worcestershire sauce? Worcestershire, Worcestershire, Worcestershire.
Eden? I have no idea.
Oh my God. Can you guys hear me?
I can't.
Now we can.
What?
All of a sudden, my connection went bad, so I guess we should end it here. Let me read the chats real quick so we can get out of here.
Yeah.
If you can't pronounce it, you should play it from Noof Nukem.
You darn right.
Iden Chronicles sounds like the feeling you get in your gut when you're about to ruin your underwear. Dreadful joins us. Dreadful, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. You are the real MVP.
That's the man I
He
love
says
right there.
Paranormal Activity sucks.
It's a good man.
Oh, and sup, everybody.
He's had to
Sucker.
listen to me complain about it way too often, probably.
There you go. Jago Coogan says, hold on a second, guys. Jago Coogan says, the first Paranormal Activity I thought was good when it was supposedly real camera footage, much like the first Blair Witch movie. Okay. Doggy, want to read this one?
You know how to avoid fetch quests, Axel? 1324. Don't play open world RPGs. I've yet to play a single one that doesn't have a fetch quest.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I agree with you back. Every open world RPG does have fetch quests, but not everything is a fetch quest. Iden Chronicles Rising is the fetch quest simulator. Definitive. Working out is for losers and healthy people.
Hey!
Greater than Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
All right. Tony Gross, so I'm going to correct you here. DeathDealer is not a fill-in for Miss Zelda. Nobody can fill in for Princess Zelda. She is one of a kind, but DeathDealer adds to our podcast.
Right.
She is a permanent member. Yeah, definitely not a fill-in, but thank you so much for the comment. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and yeah, Princess Zelda will be back.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. Just trying to think of the good. Eventually, and man, it's just gonna be even more fun because Princess Zelda is just nothing but fun. I mean, so yeah, we all can't wait for her to get back. But no, DeathDealer is not a villain. No, she's just an addition to this great podcast, and I can't wait to see the future. Now that the four of us is going to be working together. I mean, it's just
right.
It's bright as the sun.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And Tony Grosso, sorry if I said replacement. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, guys, I think we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for you guys. The MVP chat, as you guys know, we wouldn't have a show. You guys come here every week and support us. You guys come in and hear and interact with us, and because of that, that's why you guys, the chat, are the real MVP of this show. And with that being said, we are gonna get out of here. I'm Axle1324.
I'm DeathDealer.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
And my podcast is apparently frozen, so I'm just gonna hit the end button. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys! Woo! Go watch some Home Shopping Club.